Quick reminder before we get started, please check out this video here for your chance to win one of these A24 postcards before October 30th, 2024. Welcome back to another video. My name is Callan and I'm currently reacting to every single A24 film in order. Today we're on movie number 57, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Now before we get started, I'd really appreciate it if you please subscribe to this channel down below and follow along this journey with me. Also, if anyone is interested in signing up for the triple A24 membership, please consider using my referral code down below. Now with that being said, let's get started with movie number 57. As always, starting off with the A24 logo, of course. I'm excited because I really enjoyed watching The Lobster. And from what I remember, I think I like this movie more than that one. We'll see. What a way to open up the movie. If you've seen some of my previous videos, I don't do too well with blood and gore. So to open up a movie like this is very jarring. I'm just gonna drink my coffee and sort of look away. Here we go, The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Nice watch.
Thanks.
I might have gone for a metal strap instead of a leather strap.
The dialogue and delivery of the dialogue is very similar to The Lobster.
Do you mind if I go grab something to eat before we go? I'm starving.
Sure, no problem.
We briefly saw Barry in Trespass Against Us, but this movie is where he really shines and shows just how weird of a character he can play.
I got you a present.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very nice.
It's the watch they were talking about in the beginning. I think the first time that I watched this, you think they're father and son. They almost seem like a father and son. But then he calls him Steven, and later we'll learn about their actual relationship.
Dad, if Kim goes to the party, can I go with her?
I forgot Sonny was in this movie. He was great in mid-90s.
Bob, you promised me you'd get a haircut. And you still haven't done it.
I bought that dress that you liked.
You look amazing, however long or short the dress is.
Well, this camera angle is weird.
Look, I've told you, best not to come to the hospital without calling me first.
I exchanged the metal strap for a leather one.
Next time you want to come here, please call me first. You have my number. It's for your own good.
We've got the same watch.
Let me introduce you. I ran into Martin and his parents at the mall last week.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Me.
Bob, did you order the plants?
Mom said she would water them.
Your mother works very hard. A full 40 years have passed.
Oh, look at how wide this shot is.
He hasn't had a drink in 3 years.
Well, good on you for not drinking.
Well, I wouldn't say no to a cocktail if you're offering.
He's got surgery in the morning. He needs to get some sleep.
It's still early.
We've got surgery in the morning.
You don't realize that doctors have to be on such a strict schedule and to make sure that, you're not drinking, you have enough sleep, because that can really affect your job. I mean, it affects all jobs, but the consequences for something going bad is a lot higher when you're a doctor.
I'd like you to come by my house one day to meet my wife and children.
What a nice big house.
How old are you?
16. Do you mind if I light a cigarette?
You better not.
When did you start smoking?
About 8 months ago.
Oh no, he's gonna influence her.
They're gonna see us from outer space, outer space.
This is so great. Ooh, and she's smoking. She has a cigarette in her hand.
'Cause we got the fire, fire, fire.
That scene was uncomfortably long.
We live in a not so nice neighborhood, in a not so nice house.
How did his father die?
Car crash. Driving home. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Why is he calling so late?
I'd like to invite you to dinner at my house tomorrow night. I told her already.
Again, the camera angles are so interesting. In the beginning we were really high up, and in this scene the camera was a lot lower. Just hanging out in the parking lot.
Did you come by the hospital today?
No. I was in school.
His house is really nice too. He was saying he had a not so nice house, but I would love to have a house like that.
I thought we could all watch a movie together.
I didn't tell my wife I'd be late tonight, and she might get worried.
I think I'll go to bed.
Alright, Steven, that was your cue to also leave too.
You have lovely hands.
Thank you.
I think it's time to leave, Steven.
Would you like some dessert? I made a caramel tart. Can I take a closer look at your hands?
What the heck?
Don't worry, he's definitely asleep. There's nothing to be afraid of. But I won't let you leave until you've tried my tart.
Almost seems like she poisoned it or something. Oh, here we go. We're back with that higher point of view from the camera.
My heart aches.
What do you mean?
I hardly slept at all last night. Me and my mom thought it'd be nice if you came by for dinner tonight.
That's very kind of you, but I just can't make it tonight.
I think she likes you. I mean, she's attracted to you. You'd make a great couple.
And for your information, you're absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You couldn't be healthier.
I wonder if he made all that up just to spend time with him and kind of let him know everything that's going on with his mom. Also to invite him over again.
I called you 100 times. Didn't you see my calls?
I've been waiting for over half an hour.
I feel like things are getting way too out of hand. You know, he's still not over the death of his father. And I'm sure seeing how his mom is acting doesn't help the situation at all. Seems like he's longing for a father figure and is hoping that Steven can be that person for him. And he seems desperate for it to be Steven. There's no other option in his mind.
Dad, you know who I saw today?
Who, darling?
Martin. He brought me back from choir practice on his friend's motorcycle.
And be a very concerned parent. Since Martin can't get close to Steven, he's going to try to get close with his daughter. And then giving her a ride on a motorcycle. I'd be so worried for my daughter just knowing how Martin is on a regular basis.
Did you wake Bob?
I did.
Robert, do you have any idea what time it is? Get up and get dressed.
I can't get up. My legs, they're numb.
Uh-oh.
I can't stand up.
Do you know where you are right now?
Well, the score is all crazy.
And your toes. And I want you to tell me.
What the heck? It's so intense.
What happened?
Everything's
Oh,
absolutely
he's
fine.
walking.
He's absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't for the intense score in the background, you would think that he was just lying to get out of going to school. Uh-oh. Like I said, you know something serious is going on.
MRA, both fine. Blood work came back good.
He's a little anxious, but that's just the way he is.
Again, look at how wide this shot is. Whoa. Oh, this is such a cool shot. Look at them not wearing helmets, though.
Did he go to the bathroom? Did he get up?
He had him when I passed by about an hour ago.
Good morning, doctor. How are you, Mrs. Murphy?
What is he doing in there?
Let's go to the cafeteria upstairs. Just for 10 minutes. Don't send me up like last time.
Oh, that's so intense. It's like threatening.
Just like you killed a member of my family, now you gotta kill a member of your family to balance things out, understand? If you don't do it, they will all get sick and die. Paralysis of the limbs. 2, refusal of food to the point of starvation. 3, bleeding from the eyes. 4, death.
What do you even do with that information? Get security, kick him out? Get a restraining order? Keep him far away from the family.
Has he...
No. He's not hungry.
It's stage 2.
Come on, darling. Eat a donut.
I don't want it, Dad.
He doesn't want it.
He's going to eat them right now. He's completely run down. That's why he keeps falling over and crawling around on all fours.
No, why is she spending time with him?
My parents don't be back till late and they've left me some money.
I have to go, I'm sorry.
Oh no, is his eyes gonna start bleeding?
Some of the tests need to be done again.
Take a deep breath.
As a medical parent, you would do anything you can to disprove everything that Martin said would happen. Since the tests are showing nothing wrong, it makes sense why he's just trying to force all these things. Forcing him to walk, forcing him to eat. Because in his mind, and probably all the other doctors, there's no reason why any of this should be happening.
Why don't we play a game? And whoever tells the best secret wins, okay?
I don't have one.
That's impossible. You have to have one.
He's hoping that all of this is a lie or that Martin might have done something.
It's not an act.
Just wait for stage 3. It's easier to pretend that you can't walk and you don't want to eat, but how do you pretend that your eyes are bleeding? It's happening to her now, just like Martin said would happen. How far do you take it though if you're Steven? He has to kill one of his family members in order to stop all this.
Dad, I don't want any fruit.
She's not eating. Alright, gonna go to Martin's house.
Open the door or we'll smash it down! If anything happens to my kids or my wife, you'll die in prison!
How old was his father when he died? Had you been drinking that day?
He had an arrhythmia, a stroke, and that was it.
Where were you meeting him?
At a diner, and then we drive down to the river.
Had you been drinking when you operated on his father?
Only a little. A surgeon never kills a patient. An anesthesiologist can kill a patient, but a surgeon never can.
And that's not taking any responsibility.
Good morning. I can't. Are you coming up to see me? You really think that's possible?
What is he doing? Stay away.
Let's see. Okay.
She's able to move. He has some crazy powers.
Yeah, I'm standing at the window. Can you see me?
I'm glad the mom is in the room to witness all of this craziness.
How come she can get up and I can't? Mom, I'm going over to the window.
Is he able to move? Oh, no. He's not able to. Oh, and she lost her ability to walk again.
I don't want you talking to him ever again.
Give me my phone back.
You can forget it.
You won't be able to move either.
Only a matter of time now.
I really saw it happen.
It was just a coincidence.
Yeah, it doesn't help that Steven wasn't there to witness it. Of course he's gonna have trouble believing it or making sense of it. Uh-oh, she's gonna go visit Martin. Let's see if she has luck getting into the house and actually speaking to him.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, is this the iconic spaghetti eating scene? I don't know, what's more iconic, the pie eating scene in A Ghost Story or this one?
Ever since your husband killed my father, he's been flirting with my mom.
What an instigator.
She thinks he has very nice hands. Look at the boy. Look how he eats spaghetti. Exactly the same way his father did. Then he sticks it in his mouth. I don't know if what is happening is fair, but it's the only thing I can think of as close to justice.
I suggest we sign the release forms tomorrow and they can go home. Were you the anesthesiologist for Jonathan Lang? Can you find me his file in the records and show it to me, please?
I can tell you a couple of things about the case. What do I get in return?
Has Stephen been drinking?
Yes. You know, an anesthesiologist is never to blame.
Basically, exact opposite thing of what Steven said. They're both not taking responsibility.
The children are much better off here.
You have beautiful hands. I never noticed before. You do realize, Stephen, we're in this situation because of you.
So what do you suggest?
I don't think she realizes that he has to kill one of them.
If he was telling the truth, wouldn't you be sick too?
Let's wait a little longer until we're all dead and then see what you can do about it.
It is understandable for her to be so mad because technically it is his fault that Martin's father died. Martin's using his magical powers to cause all of this to happen. I can't remember the anesthesiologist's name, but it's interesting that his family isn't affected. Like the blame really is only on Steven.
Get up and come with me for a moment.
Oh good, she's still able to move. I was worried for a second. Ooh. Yeah, what happens if they kill Martin? It actually might be worse. His death might actually cause the death of them all.
Steven, it's gonna be better once it's done. Just one little example to show you what I mean.
What the heck?
There's only one way to make you and me both feel better.
What is going on? This guy is psycho. I don't like this at all. Who shot who?
Don't shoot him.
And then... Shut up! How come 4 people are dead? I only shot one.
Well, yeah, like I said, if he dies, they're all gonna die. This is so crazy. So is the only solution to kill one of his family members? That's the only way any of this is gonna end and stop.
I want you to know that I'm really sorry, Bob. But he's in a really difficult position and he doesn't have much of a choice.
She's saying that Bob's gonna be the one to go?
Can I have your MP3 player when you're dead?
What the heck? She's so confident that it's gonna be him. I would think as parents that the mom would be the one to go to save the lives of her two kids.
I cut my hair just like you wanted me to.
Oh, he's trying to make him happy. Get on his good side. Spare him.
I'm gonna water the plants now.
Doing and saying everything you can, which is smart for a little kid. What a tough decision to make. And also, how do you do it?
What about their behaviour in class? Do you especially like one of them more than the other? Which would you say is the best?
I'm not sure I can give you an answer.
Is he making the principal choose? And why does it have to be the two kids? So in his mind, the wife is off limits? He's really deciding between his two kids? And he's not even deciding, he's making the principal decide.
Don't trouble yourselves for my sake. You can take them away.
Let them walk back up to their rooms. What is going on? She's just like begging for mercy.
I believe the most logical thing, no matter how harsh this may sound, is to kill a child. Because we can have another child.
And she's actively thinking of replacing that child by having another one?
Let me be the one who atones for your sins, Dad. Kill me right here in front of your eyes.
Wow, she's volunteering? It's crazy that her mom's not the one volunteering.
We can go now and no one will notice. I thought we could take our friend's motorcycle and run away together. I'll untie if you promise you can make me better and we'll run away together. I'm telling you, you have to try harder.
He doesn't love you. He cares more about making Steven suffer.
Where is she?
She's gone.
Did she end up walking out? Oh no, maybe not. Maybe she just crawled out of the house.
Have you checked on him? Did you give him the sedatives?
I let him go.
What the heck?
Why would you do that?
It's not gonna make any difference, Stephen.
That's true. There's only one way to fix everything, regardless if Martin is there or not.
Do your legs hurt? Do they feel numb?
Uh-oh. His eyes are all red. Oh, he's bleeding. His eyes are bleeding.
Dad! Quick, Bob's dying!
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna wear that black dress that you like.
Oh. I do not like that. Ooh. Uh-oh. That is frightening. Oh, he's gonna leave it up to chance? How many more times is he gonna have to do this? No, poor Bob. It's like Kim already knew though. She was basically saying that he was the one to die and she's gonna take over his MP3 player. That is wild. Walking into the restaurant and seeing the family that you affected. There you have it, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Absolutely crazy movie. And the A24 logo to close us out. Alright, there we have it, movie number 57, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Truly an insane movie and truly an insane concept of a story. This movie really has you on the edge of your seat the entire time and just made me feel so uncomfortable. I mentioned this earlier, the dialogue and the delivery of the dialogue is very similar to what we saw in The Lobster. I love the cinematography and the different ways this movie was shot with, you know, the higher angles, the lower angles, the wide shots. The score was something else as well, just so intense and loud and ominous, and really added to the overall uneasiness. The acting from Barry was top-notch. Such a psychotic and creepy character, and he played that so well. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie and think it's fantastic, but it's also a movie that I don't want to watch anytime soon again. Anyways, I'm looking at Letterboxd right now, and this movie is sitting at 3.7 stars. I'm surprised, I feel like that's a little low. I was expecting it to be higher, around the 4-star mark. It looks like I rated The Lobster 4.5 stars, and I think I did enjoy this movie more than The Lobster. I'm trying to think if there's any reason for me not to give this movie 5 stars. Maybe for just causing me stress and being a little too bloody for my personal taste. But that's no reason to dock it from being 5 stars, so I think I'm gonna give this movie 5 out of 5 stars. However, in terms of ranking, because it was stressful, because of the bloodiness, and that I don't want to watch this movie again anytime soon, I think I'm going to put this movie in the number 8 spot, just behind A Ghost Story and Before Room. So this is my current ranking of the first 57 A24 films. As always, let me know down in the comments what your thoughts were on this movie, what you rate it, and what you rank it, and I'll see you next Thursday for the next video.